Welcome to First at 4. I'm Michael Guerin. We know your days are busy, so here is a quick look at today's top stories. The Sioux Falls Police Department is investigating an aggravated assault involving an 18-year-old Sioux Falls man being dropped off at a local emergency room in a tote. Police say around 3:45 yesterday afternoon, a car pulled into an emergency room parking lot, pulled out a man who was in a tote, and drove away. They have identified the 18-year-old victim, who was unconscious and had skull injuries. Doctors say the man is facing life-threatening injuries. Police haven't been able to talk with the victim and are trying to figure out what exactly happened and where it happened. This is a developing story, so stay with KELOLAND News for the latest developments. Also developing now, authorities have been searching around Interstate 29 in connection to the abduction and death of Pasqualina Body. We don't know what exactly they were looking for, but as soon as we find out, you'll be the first to know on the KELOLAND News app. Meanwhile, Amir Bodawan Jr., who court papers linked to the kidnapping of Body, appeared in court this afternoon. Our camera crews caught Bodawan Jr. entering into the Minnehaha County Courthouse this morning. Bodawan is not charged in connection with her kidnapping or death at this time. South Dakota has an average of 75 to 90 active missing juvenile cases per month, a state official says. But not all of those will be listed on the state's Missing Persons Clearinghouse website. Bonnie Feller-Hagen keeps track of reported missing person cases in South Dakota. She knows the website only lists a fraction of those reported missing, but Feller-Hagen and her employer, the State Attorney General's office, are seeking a change in the legislature to make the website more accurately reflect the actual numbers. If you want to learn more about the number of missing juveniles and adults in South Dakota, we have a KELOLAND.com original report right now on our website. Speaking of the legislature, I spoke with Capitol News Bureau correspondent Bob Mercer today about the upcoming 2020 South Dakota legislative session, which begins next week. We're calling it a Capitol Conversation. Here's a preview.
Oh, yeah. It'll start, the session opens on Tuesday. There will be some legislative committees meeting on Monday ahead of it. It starts at noon on Tuesday. The governor will give her state of the state that afternoon. And then there will be other speeches throughout the week in the afternoons. But committees will crank up right away on Wednesday morning.
Well, let's talk about some of the bills that have already been pre-filed. Now here's a look at today's forecast from the KELOLAND Live Doppler HD Storm Center.
We've had some clouds move in now, and the southeast winds are still blowing. It's actually kind of wind chilly out there with our temperature 22 middle part of the afternoon. The coldest air is still trapped up in the northeastern part of South Dakota. Watertown at 13 with a brisk southeast wind. And here's a map showing the temperatures. We're in the 20s, most of us. Northeastern tip South Dakota, only the single digits. But that cold air is not going to come toward us. You can see the wind flow out of the southeast. That's going to keep that cold air away. Now, in the western part of South Dakota, we have strong southerly winds, and they are in the upper 30s. Mild air, actually mild conditions are going to be with us during the day tomorrow before we get that weekend chill down that we've been talking about. Here's what we are expecting. For tonight, we'll see a partly cloudy sky. Low 24 Sioux Falls, 11 Aberdeen, 22 in Pierre, flurries and 26 in Rapid City. Tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny here in the eastern part of KELOLAND, and northwest breeze, 33 in Sioux Falls, that's above normal. 25 in Aberdeen, 34 in Pierre, light snow and 39 in Rapid City. Then on Friday, temperatures actually be falling during the day. Highs only the single digits in the north, the teens in the south, and some light snow for most of us, under an inch.
And that's First at 4 on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm Michael Guerin. For the latest updates, download the KELOLAND News app.